Hey guys, today I decided to have a look at something a little bit different because I love a little bit of Japanese folklore. It inspires so much of the pop culture that I love. So today we're having a look at yokai. Hi, I'm Faye, and this is how I plan for Japan, yokai edition. So, there are literally thousands of different kinds of yokai, a lot of them coming down into specific categories, and different yokai with the same general vibe in a location. Um, we're going to just have a look through some real quick. So the first one is one that I'm sure everyone has heard of, is the Kappa. Kappa just likes fucking with people, and occasionally if you are not nice to them, because sometimes they just appear as balding men, they'll just drown a bitch. Um, Outside of that, there are some people that believe that Master Roshi was meant to be some variant of Kappa. No, he's not. He is just a turtle man. And then we have the Tanuki. I would like to draw attention to this. This is one of the parts of the Tanuki that is not talked about very much, because part of the Tanuki myth is that Tanukis have giant nuts. Yeah. This would make Gara very different if he was really taking on after the Tanuki. I believe there was actually a South Park episode that was based on this general vibe, but it could also just be elephantitis. I don't care much for scary things. This is the Bento Yokai, also known as Jubako, and what they do is they stack on top of lunchboxes, or they stack and make themselves look like lunchboxes, and then when you go to eat your lunch, they give you a fright. Sometimes they scare you to death, but that's fine. This guy is a thwomp. Not really, he is a Nurikabe, but, and I could be wrong about this, dude's a thwomp. He is the basis of a thwomp. They're said to construct invisible walls. That invisible wall is them. They just stand in front of you. You can't see them because they are a yokai, and that's about all there is to them. There's also giant ass dudes. That's a. Ooh, this one's gonna screw me up. Gasha Dokuro. Gasha Dokuro. Which is long arm omen, just a giant skeleton that glows in the dark. It occasionally will scoop you down and kill you because it's a giant ass skeleton. Then I feel like everyone at this point knows what an oni is. Onis are in a lot of things in pop culture, ranging from D&D to that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Onis are kind of everywhere, and a lot of people, they think that Onis fall into their own category because yokai are generally seen as like spirits, whereas Oni are demons. The truth is that if it is a Japanese mythological creature, it is a yokai. That includes demons, that includes bestial creatures, that includes humanoid things, that includes those skeletons above. This dude is just a peeper. He is Byobu Nozoki, who is the folding screen creeper. And yeah, he'll just come into your room at night and try and check out if you're doing the wrong things. And this seems like oh, Jesus will see it if you're masturbating. This seems like the Japanese equivalent of that. Though, as we can see, this person definitely wasn't masturbating because too many feet for that. Though, I gotta say, this is the best one. This is my favorite. Shirame, which is the bomb eye. No face, full kimono. If you try and walk up to them, they'll drop their kimono, moon you. There's just an eye there. There are no negative effects of the eye looking at you. It is not an evil eye. They're just a flasher that happens to have an eye where their brown eye should be. The specification of color of said eye is never actually given. Then we got some things that I feel like most people know about. The Kitsune, which is how you get your Ninetales and your Vulpixes, as well as your Kurama, I believe is the pronunciation, from Naruto. You've got Inugami, which are very reminiscent of kobolds in their traditional form, because a lot of people don't know. Kobolds nowadays are seen as little lizard guys. Originally, they were dog people. But I believe Chinese, not Japanese. Could be wrong. I don't think this is strange at all. This is a Kirin. In D&D, these things aren't even monsters. They are celestials. They are a holy creature. And apparently their horns could be ground into a medicine that could cure any disease. Very much similar to the unicorn. Honestly, with that kind of description, it does seem a lot like this is a creature that kind of existed at one point and they hunted them to death, because basically what they say about these is true about, it's what they also said about the rhino, and they came close to them. Then we got the Amikiri. It's a flying lobster with a man face. It still has a beak for some reason. But I do love the fact that they said to like cutting nets. It's like, yeah, this thing is what comes in and cuts your nets so the other lobsters can escape. We have umbrellas and sandals. Karakasa kozo. Yeah, it's, if you ever can't find one of your shoes, this guy did it. If you can't find your umbrella, this guy did it. That's honestly about it. But yeah, I just wanted to. Sorry, this has been Spirit Japan, by the way. I just wanted to look into some of the weirder kinds of yokai that you can find out there, and it seemed like an easy way to do it. Anyway, I've been Faith. You've been awesome. This is day 108, I believe, and I'll see you all tomorrow.